Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, Bapak Hakim. In this channel, we're going to discuss about but, however, versus nevertheless. However, nevertheless is part of the contrast or concessions. It's talk about the difference or surprising sentences or surprising statement or clause before the first clause, before the first clause or after the first clause. So just get to the but first. Okay, we use but to connect between two opposite adverbs. So you have to know adverb firstly. So what is adverb and etc. Maybe you can find in another, what we call it, another sources to know about the adverb, but I just explain you a little bit about adverb. Adverb is like a quickly, clearly, slowly, and exactly like what we call it, smallly. It's about complement adverbs. Exactly, most of the adverb is you can find in the end of the sentences or clause, and then just goes to this example. Okay, he speak quickly and but clearly. Okay, most of people is when they are speaking quickly, you are as a listener maybe doesn't hear it or doesn't listen it clearly, but here he speak quickly but clearly. It's something that has opposite, something that has surprising fact, but clearly it's a surprising fact. That contrast and concession. And then also we use but to connect between two opposite adjective. So another function of but is connected, connect between two adjective. Adjective is young, old, strong, fast, slow, weak, good, beautiful, and etc. That's kinds of adjective. Okay, just go to the example. He's young but strong. He's young but strong. Yes, most of the children when they are young, they are still weak, but this is got this surprising fact that he is young but strong. Maybe he can hold any heavy thing. He can drag on motorcycle by himself, and then look up to the second example. He's old but fast. The old man or the old woman get used to doesn't get move freely actually, but this is got a surprising fact that he's old but fast. So old and fast is adjective. So but is connect between two opposite adverbs, and also but is connect between two opposite adjective. Okay, now we're going to talk about the however and nevertheless. However and nevertheless as what we call it is actually has the same meaning and the same function, but there is a little bit difference between however and nevertheless in usage and emphatic and formality. Okay, however, firstly to show contrast, to show contradiction. Nevertheless, is to show concession, a type of contrast, lead to an expected statement. Actually, however, also is lead to an expected statement also. Okay, firstly, we are going to talk about however. Subject is verb, object, however, sentence that has opposite meaning. For example, Roy has a lot of money, however, he's not happy. Okay, by the way, however, here you can put it in the beginning of the sentences or the paragraph, or you can put it in the middle and also in the last sentences. Yeah, this is the differences between nevertheless. Nevertheless, sometimes people doesn't want to put it in the beginning of the sentences because it's so weird. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to put the however in the middle of the sentences, you have to put a comma before it, and after however also you have to put a comma. Roy has a lot of money. Roy has a lot of money. It's just one clause or one sentences. However, he is not happy. He's not happy is also a sentence, a clause. Yeah, it's complete clause because the independent clause, a lot of clause that in the first example is can stand alone. So Roy has a lot of money. It's a one clause, and he is not happy is a one clause. So if you want to join in however, and then for keeping it to be one sentences, you have to put a semicolon. Semicolon here is semicolon, a point and a comma. Yeah. However, comma, he is not happy. Yeah. And also this one, another example. Lira studies hard. It's this one clause, one sentences. However, yeah, if you want to put the point here, just got the however and put a comma. Yeah, if this is two sentences, yeah, it's being two sentences, but in the first one is being one sentences. So if you want to make the however or the sentences that include however to be one sentences, you just have to put the semicolon, yeah, and then however, comma. Lira studies hard. However, she doesn't get high mark. This is the opposite meaning. Yeah. Although Lira studies hard, however, she doesn't get high mark. So this is however to state opposite meaning, to state the contrast. Yeah. To state let the surprising statement after the first what we call it, the first sentences, or come the first sentences before the second sentences. Okay, that is however. Now, okay, this one is another example. However, high school student must attend class every day by law. However, university students have more flexibility with their class attendance. Okay, this is the contrast statement, a fact, a surprising fact. Also, when we are in the senior high school or junior high school, we have to we have to obey a lot of rules in the school that we have to attend every day. But when we got to the college or being a student in the university, we have more flexibility with their class attendant or with our class attendant. So, however, using this to contrast or to state a contrast statement between the first sentences to the second sentences. Okay, we'll look up to the second. Look up to the second sentences. The building was new. However, furniture is the building. The building was new. However, the furniture in the building was old. Yeah, one side, the building is new. However, or you can use but the furniture in the building was old. Yeah, so that's the contradictive. Okay, now we're going to discuss about nevertheless. Okay, nevertheless, the school was assembly in a bad. Nevertheless, it still looked damaged and dirty. Okay, actually this is almost same with the however, but nevertheless we can use it for emphatic. Yeah, for emphatic. Emphatic, the statement that you want to get more emphasis of that statement, you just have to use nevertheless. And also nevertheless is used for formal, formal situation. But we can find more outside there when we got reading novel books, some sources in the internet. We also, most people is get used for however. So nevertheless is formal situation and also more emphatic, for emphasize a statement that you want to deliver. Okay. Day second, the school was recently renovated. The nevertheless still look damaged and dirty. That's in fact surprising also, but it still look damaged and dirty is get more emphatic because we use nevertheless. So the statement after the first sentences that you think is more emphatic, you just put the nevertheless. Actually, however, nevertheless it's the same, but and get the differences between however just in formality and also emphatic. Second, Len graduate with a 40-point GPA, had just got married and had just been hired as prestigious company, and nevertheless he was unhappy. He got 4.0 GPA, got married, and also worked in the prestigious company, but there is a surprising fact that he was unhappy. So this is more emphatic than another statement. More emphatic, you just use nevertheless. More emphatic than you have to use the however. Okay, some variations in placement. Len graduated with a 4-point GPA, had just got married, and had just been hired in a prestigious company. Nevertheless, he was unhappy. High school student must attend class every day by law. However, an university student had more flexibility with their class attendance. Okay, you will talk about the variation of in placement and placement. Actually, for nevertheless, we got used to, or we always see nevertheless in the front of sentences, or also we can put it in the end of the sentences. But we always see it in the first sentences after the first sentence that state the fact, and to state the fact that get us surprising, we put before it. So it's different with the high school student must attend class every day by law. However, university students have more flexibility with their class attendance. However, here you can put it in the beginning of the paragraph sentences, in the middle of the sentences, in the middle of the sentence, in the middle of sentence, in the end of the sentences. But you have to know the rules of however. So you have to put a comma after you write however, and when you want to make it to be one sentence, just put a semicolon. Semicolon, this one. Okay, high school student must attend a class every day by law is the point. Is a one sentence, it's complete sentences, complete clause. One sentences, and university students have more flexibility with their class attendance is also just one sentences. So here we got two sentences, two complete sentences, and we want to join these two sentences to be one sentences using however concession or contrast. So we put a semicolon after the first sentences, and write however, and put a comma again after however, and write the second sentence, and that's being one sentences. It also works on the nevertheless. So the differences between both of them, just nevertheless is more emphatic and just for formality. Okay, thanks. That's my short explanation about. But however, nevertheless here actually is same with nonetheless also. However, it's same with even so, or with same with but also. Yeah. So for the more information, just got to my video, got to my channel, see another videos about this contrast or concessions. So last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.